thanks for joining us from Madison, Wisconsin as well.
Absolutely. As we get into the game on Yansu here, this is going to be game number 2 in this best of 3 against Spidersayer versus Eclair. Spidersayer is a Masters. Eclair, his border is gold, but methinks shenanigans on that, possibly. Not exactly sure, as it could be a second account or something, you never know. But in the upper right-hand corner, wearing the yellow carapace this evening, it is Spidersayer.
And in the lower left-hand corner, taking game 1 with some great Baneling connections and avoiding good Baneling connections from the other side, it is in the fuchsia fins, Eclair.
Yeah, those are some fins. They do flap around quite well. It's an efficiency thing.
I like the alliteration of fuchsia fins. That's a literary device.
It is?
Alliteration, right?
All right, I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway.
Moving forward and onward.
Right along. We have overlords and we have drones being warped in. Whoa! Oh, hey, it's a homage back to our Protoss roots of whence year wonder when there was a Protoss that played this game. We've only seen one game with a Protoss in it. I think it was the first game we casted today. All the rest have been Terrans and the Zergs.
Yeah, the Protoss did not come out in droves today, that is for sure.
Yeah, but nevertheless, Zergs and Terrans are fun to watch. I'm glad we're taking a little bit of a break from the TVZ, though, as we do have some TVT and a ZVZ, some mirror matchups. We knew it had to come with all the TVZ. There's got to be some mirrors in there somewhere. But we have spawning pool down from Spidersayer. Spawning pool now just going down for Eclair.
Yeah, and it looks like these are similar openings that we saw from the previous game. Spidersayer going spawning pool first, not getting his gas right away. And it looks like he might be saving up the money to go and get an expansion. Sure enough, that drone is heading down there. And then Eclair getting the gas first so that he can get those speedlings right away. So we'll see if that gas starts getting produced by Spidersayer to see if he gets that Baneling nest as early as he did the last game, or if he's going to just try his luck with the speedlings.
There's that gas. Spidersayer definitely, favoring the expand. I don't know if he's gotten... No, he has not gotten a scout in, so he does not know what's up. There is an expand going down from Eclair. This is maybe a little bit safer with the earlier pool. That pool is just now popping. Queens will be produced, I'm sure, at some point. There it is.
The money is available.
Yep. The pool for Spidersayer done as well, mining the gas, and we'll see what he does with that with the gas. As you said, he kind of bypassed the speed there right away.
And it looks like Eclair is just getting speed, pulling his drones immediately out of gas, going back to minerals. And Spidersayer is still working on the gas. He's got about 50, and it looks like he's actually going to be banking that to get the metabolic boost as well. And
oh no, it's the Baneling nest.
I am completely wrong. So we're going to be seeing the exact same thing that we saw last game with the speedlings from Eclair and the Banelings from Spidersayer. Clearly, Spidersayer is feeling like he could have controlled those better and is going to attempt to do it again.
Welcome, Hardcore Drunk from St. Paul, Minnesota. It's like a lot of people from the States this evening. The European players have gone to, or the European viewers have gone to bed.
And rightly so, as it is probably like, what, 3 a.m. over there, something like that?
Indeed. So, I mean, how is Spidersayer, this is looking pretty similar to what Spidersayer, gosh, I say that so much. Spidersayer did last game. What does he need to do to make the outcome different?
Well, killing that Overlord's a good start, that's for sure. But, I mean, honestly, he's just got to be able to control those Banelings a little bit better. He's got to avoid Baneling hits. And, I think that being more aware of what his opponent is doing as well. He was trying to get into lair while his opponent was gearing up for a giant push. So things like that are going to help him out quite a bit, but we will see how this plays out. Obviously, Spidersayer feeling confident in his ability to do this, although he is playing a little bit more cautiously, getting that spine crawler at his natural base.
I definitely think that is something that will make a big difference for him, because that's something that really hurt him last time. He sent so many Banelings into Eclair's natural, and the spine crawler took out so many of his Banelings.
And that's what they're there for, man. You just you have that spider or that spine crawler, and they're just going to poke at those Banelings, pop them before they're very useful.
Hey, we do have some viewers from Seoul, South Korea. It's 11 a.m. there, apparently.
All right. Well,
so
thanks
good
for joining
morning
us.
to you. The Spine Crawler is about to finish as the Zerglings are headed across the map. 24 more Zerglings in production, so this could be really good for Spiderslayer if he keeps
There are banelings there, and he's going to have to...
really well.
Spread there. He got a decent connection, but the Queen is surrounded. He's going to have to get that baneling in there quickly, but again, great pull-off there by Eclair. He's running around, but there are more banelings there, and now they...
Amazing connection. Took out all of those Zerglings except for one, the last trade. We can forgive that because the other ones were so good. Now, Spiderslayer is really commanding this game. This is what he needed to do last game, doing a great job. I don't even think he's lost that much. We look at unit slots, only 300.
Yeah, another decent connection there, and Eclair's Ling count is dwindling. There is no baneling nest from Eclair yet either, so he is not anywhere near being able to make those, but he continues to make Zerglings.
Yeah, this is definitely going to favor Spiderslayer if the engagements keep going this way because, I mean, he has the baneling, so Eclair committed really hard to the Zerglings, you know, putting that gas right away into it, then stopping mining the gas, and not getting a baneling nest. I mean, so he's pretty committed to this, but oh my gosh, there's no banelings left in Spiderslayer's base. This could be awful, Galecation, as these Lings are running right in here with no contention.
There are a few Lings from Spiderslayer back there to try and defend. The drones are pulled to do their little bit of damage, and he does end up cleaning that up with minimal losses.
And if you look at the works lost, only one was killed, but he lost quite a bit of mining time there. Took some hits on that Queen, but yeah, he did recover pretty well. Lots of Zerglings coming out now.
Spiderslayer does have 3 Zerglings kind of hidden behind a pine tree. Surprised that they didn't turn those into banelings. They are going to get cleaned up by Eclair here. But more Zerglings and banelings streaming across the map. For Spiderslayer, he's feeling like he is back in this game, it seems like. But Roach Warren going down again for Eclair, and a Spine Crawler going right next to it, trying to narrow the amount of space that that ramp is accessible to, and baneling nest coming down behind that. A little bit late at this point, though.
He's also feeling like he needs to get that baneling nest down as well. As 2 banelings are going to come in here. Oh, lots more banelings in that.
He's got to get those connections.
Yeah,
but there's so many banelings here, he doesn't really necessarily need to make the most efficient connections. And now in the mineral line, drones are dying. 2 banelings remain. They are going to head back up into the main base. The Queen is coming forward to try and pick those off.
The Queen lumbering out there. Needs that Queen back there to protect those drones. The baneling is going to be uncontested in the mineral line. Oh, nice connection. Only kills 4 drones, it looks like, though. But still, the Zerglings down in the natural expansion, getting a Queen and the drones. They are going to get that Queen down before these Zerglings pop. So a lot of damage done by Spiderslayer. And
he is making more Zerglings back at home, streaming them across the map. There's more banelings to come as well. And so we're seeing a little bit of a reversal this game is from what we saw last game.
And Roach Warren is done. 2 roaches in production for Eclair, but he's going to need a lot more than that. He does have enough Lings here to kind of hold back Spiderslayer a bit, but 2 banelings in production. I'm not sure he has the units to be able to protect that, though. 2 Zerglings left.
And the baneling is looking for a good connection. The Roach is able to pick it off before one is found. However, more Zerglings streaming in for Spiderslayer, bypassing the Roaches as if he doesn't even care what they are. And now going in for the drones. Getting more drone kills, now going for the Queen. There is a single baneling. He's going to have to be really careful. Nope, he decides to just take it, but he does kill the Queen, and there are a few Zerglings left over. So Eclair really taking a lot of damage here, and Spiderslayer being very commanding with the few Zerglings that he has left. He's really owning the tempo of this game, and back at home, he's got another volley of Lings ready to throw into the base of Eclair.
And he's got a Roach Warren of his own coming down as well as his lair. So, I mean, this is kind of what he wanted to do last game. He's got that lair coming down. Almost guarantee we're going to see a Spire. I mean, he's been trying to make as few banelings as possible so that he can save up that gas, and Eclair just decides to GG. So this is the first time that we've seen a player come out, get a win, and then lose a second game.
Nope.
No, that's not.
That's
not true. But it will be the first time a Spiderslayer comes back from behind to win.
That may be true. I don't actually have the data
Just
in
trust
front of me.
I'm a doctor.
We're gonna pretend that you're right. So great games by both players.
Now we are going to get a map choice. We're gonna run a quick break here while we do that. So we'll be back in about 30 to 45 seconds. So bear with us as we get this lobby set up, and we'll be right back.